All right, so the HARO that I'm going to do today comes from Sarah Barkley, and she's writing for Healthline and or Psych Central. So yeah, big link. So the query description is: provide signs a partner is cheating with a description or examples of each. Provide tips on how to deal with a cheating spouse. So I will do the subject line at the end. Hi, Sarah. I'm writing in response to your arrow asking for. Right, so what is she looking for? So I'm going to Google signs a partner is cheating, and then I'm going to see the type of people that who's reviewed it, and B who's like quoted in it. So clinical psychologist. Doctor. I don't actually have quotes here. If you go on to news, micro cheating. Cheating expert. What makes someone a cheating expert? Cheating expert. Niels, here's the guy who wrote the game, pickup artist thing. Okay, this is kind of irrelevant. So, Tracy Cox, sex expert Tracy Cox. So, we've got sort of a mishmash of like self-proclaimed experts and accurate experts. In an ideal world, we will be an accurate expert. So, I am a clinical psychologist. Dr. Ollie. Yeah. I'm writing a response to how I'm asking for, I'm going to say, for a clinical psychologist, because this is really what she wants. So we're telling her that she's getting exactly what she wants to talk about, to give because what she's looking for is examples. So to give examples of signs that that a partner is cheating on you. A partner is cheating on you. Quick intro. My name is Dr. Ollie Bays, and I am a clinical whatever that is. I get whoopsie doodles. PsyD. I guess if I was a clinical psychologist, I would just automatically be that. Dr. Ollie Bays, PsyD. Sabrina Romanov, PsyD. Just wait. Okay, so does a clinical psychologist go by the doctor title in the USA? Because in the UK, I think a clinical psychologist is a doctor, not a medical doctor, but like a PhD doctor, so they can be called doctor. Okay, psychologists are able to use the salutation doctor if they completed a PhD. However, completion of these degrees, psychologists must not refer to the fact that she is PsyD and not doctor makes me think that they generally don't, and the doctor moniker tends to be reserved for psychiatrists, which is not who we're pretending to be. We're pretending to be a psychologist here. My name is Ollie Basie Sidey, and I am a clinical psychologist with 9 years experience, currently 9 years experience. I currently practice out of Ollie's spouse center. Okay, so that's just made up. So I'm gonna give my thing you do at the end the sort of the details. So you can find my details below. Name, Ollie Bays, PSYD, the occupation, title, clinical psychologist, and managing director, I guess. Managing director, company, Ollie's spouse, center, URL. We don't have one here. And then LinkedIn, and I would link to LinkedIn, link to LinkedIn profile, and then I would also do headshot. And then I would do a Dropbox link to headshot. So that's the basic stuff done. So you could maybe say something with like special expertise in marriage counseling, whatever. But I think this will just do. Spelling, I can't really practice. Yeah. Okay, to answer your questions. Okay, so they're asking for provide signs that a partner is cheating with a description or examples of each. A key word here being signs, so they want more than one. So I'm going to give them 3. I'm going to say, here are 3 examples. Here are 3 signs that a partner cheats with examples based on what I have seen in practice. Okay, now I'm going to Google signs a partner is cheating. And I'm looking for ones that are like, that I can kind of riff off. So they're suddenly unreachable. The schedule changes, no good explanation. Their friends don't seem as friendly as they used to be. A decrease or increase in libido. Suddenly paying more attention to their parents. Their phone habit. I think that's a good one. Their phone habits change. So something to do with their phone. Because I think that's like, it's a little bit, it's not what you think about immediately, but it is like quite, I don't know, I just kind of like it. Don't speak about your future together anymore. It's a bit boring. Emotionally, that's too vague. So what we want are like things that we can do very specific examples for. So what they say and what actually happens does not add up. That's a bit obvious. It always seems stressed or irritable. Obvious. Defensiveness. They start giving you more gifts than usual. So I'm going to say, I'm going to see if I can maybe tie this with a sex thing. So I'm going to be like, they don't want to have sex with you as much, but they're sort of making up for it in other ways. I do like this, like the idea of this gift thing. So something to do with becoming more generous than usual in specific ways. This is honestly just so I can remember what I'm going to do. I'm not going to write anything like this. It's not going to look like this at the end, I'll put it that way. Stop engaging. Oh god, no, I'm not going to talk about fucking love languages. Suddenly I'm really critical of you. You notice unexplained money issues. They accuse you of cheating. they're really on top of your schedule. They complain about you just have a gut feeling. Right. They become emotionally available. Can I maybe just think of one that hasn't been written down as well? That would always be a good one. Something to do with their phone usage. Sorry, I've also noticed that they're asking for this, so I'm also going to write just to remind me. Here are some tips on how you can deal with a cheating spouse. Okay, cool. Something to do with becoming more generous than usual in specific ways. And the third one can be some sort of putting my mind in someone who's cheated on their spouse. I'm going to say they start making fewer demands of you. Because to be honest, you can kind of say anything. You can kind of say anything is a sign of a cheating spouse, as long as you sort of rationalize it. Because at the end of the day, you're the authority here. You are the clinical psychologist. So yeah. So you just need to say something that is like a little bit like interesting, like left field enough to be interesting, but also not too left field that's unbelievable. So I'm going to say. They never leave their phone unattended. It's the first one because it'll be like, you don't want messages to like flick up. You don't want messages to flick up, and it come from the person you're sort of shagging behind the partner's back. Something to do with them becoming more generous than you in specific ways. So what I want to say is like they do stuff to get like brownie points from you, but that doesn't actually require that much effort or like emotional availability on that point. So gifts kind of sums up quite well. But then is that too obvious? Is it too much of a this? What does this one say? Something like gifts. They give more gifts than usual. It's not giving you one go. It's a way of reassuring that they love you. They give you so I feel like this one is sort of specific enough. This one is also specific enough, but the gifts one. They try to avoid conflict. Now I know this sounds a bit vague, but it's in my head what I'm going to write, and you'll see. So they never leave their phone unattended. They try to avoid conflict. I'm assuming that the journalist is going to write an article like this, so I'm going to style these like those. So I'm going to put it in bold and bold. They never leave their phone unattended. The most common way that partners get caught cheating is through Most common way that partners get caught cheating is through the cheated on partner seeing phone messages they weren't meant to see. Most common way that people get caught cheating is by, I want to make that shorter. The most common way that people get caught cheating is through their partner seeing phone messages. Seeing incriminating phone messages. So if your partner has recently been making more of an effort to ensure that their phone is never left unattended, then this could be a sign if they might be cheating. And as my practical example, I know that with the iPhone, like you can do a thing where like the messages never display. So I'm going to use that as my example. So like how to make your messages not display on iPhones, something like that. What's that thing called? So, and one example of this is if your partner changes their phone settings so messages are hidden on their home screen. This could be because they do not want you to see see who is messaging them. A lot of people just have that set as default, like I do that, but like I think that change is a big red flag. So there's your first one. I'm going to look up practice. So clinical practice or clinical practice. Okay, so it's with a C, not with an S. Spelling practice wrong would have fucked the whole thing up. So it's good that I checked that. They try to avoid conflict. Most cheating partners feel at least some guilt about their actions. This could lead to them being more agreeable and avoiding conflict. In other areas of their relationship with you. So if there are aspects of, so if there are things that you regularly argue over, such as who will do the dishes. If there are small things, such as who will do the dishes, and these types of arguments stop, then this could be a sign of cheating. This is especially noteworthy if this. Fuck. Okay, let's try this again. Most cheating partners feel at least some guilt about their actions. This could lead to them becoming being more agreeable and avoiding conflict in other areas of their relationship with you. So, if there are small things that you regularly argue over, such as who will do the dishes, and these types of arguments stop, then this could be a sign of cheating. Yeah, I think that's good enough. They start making fewer demands of you. A crucial part of a healthy relationship is that we mutually set standards for each other. If your partner seems to drop these standards, let's say that you used to always cook for each other on alternate days, and now they don't mind. Now they don't complain if you never cook at all. Then this could be a sign that they are emotionally checking out of the relationship. Emotionally checking out of a relationship often accompanies cheating. Right, let's see how that reads. A crucial part of a healthy relationship is that we mutually set standards for each other. If your partner seems to drop these standards, the standards they expect from you. Let's say you used to always cook for each other on alternate days, and now they don't complain if you never cook at all. This is quite a long sentence. If your partner seems to drop these standards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do sort of like a point examples method. So if your partner seems to drop these standards, it could be a sign that they are emotionally checking out of the relationship, and this often comes with infidelities. This often accompanies cheating in a relationship. This emotion checking out of the relationship, an example of this is, I quite like the way let's say that you always used to cook for each other on alternate days, and now they don't complain if you never cook for them at all. It could be a sign of a bigger problem that they feel they don't need you generally, and this could be brought on by cheating. This feeling could be brought on, feeling. A behavior that often. A crucial part of a healthy relationship is that we mutually set standards for each other. If your partner seems to drop these standards, then this could be a sign that they are emotionally checking out of a relationship, a behavior that often accompanies cheating. Let's say that you always cook for each other on alternate days, and now they don't complain if you never cook for them at all. It could be a sign of a bigger problem, that they don't feel they need you. They don't feel they need you more generally, and this feeling could be brought on by cheating. I think it's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, here's some. Okay, and then I'm going to go again. Some tips on how to deal with a cheating spouse. Again, they're asking for some, so they want more than one. So I'm going to give. I'm just going to give 2 here. It's really quite long. 2 on how to deal with a cheating spouse. So I'm going to give 1 if you know that they're cheating, and 2 if you don't think if you think they're cheating but you're not sure. So the first one is tell them exactly why you think they are cheating. If you suspect your partner is cheating but are not certain, but do not have any proof of it, then you need to justify any accusations of infidelity. Tell your partner exactly why you think they are cheating, giving recent examples if you can. This will both diffuse any anger they may have about your sort of doubts over there, about your concerns, and will force your partner to explain away any any suspicious behavior. Got it. Sorry, it's quite late in the day, so nah. Okay, tell them exactly why you're cheating. And the second one is tell your partner the consequences of them cheating on you. You need to make it clear what your exact boundaries are when it comes to cheating. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential cheating will both act as a deterrent if they will both. You need to make it clear what exact boundaries are when it comes to cheating. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential treatment will both demonstrate that you respect yourself enough to not tolerate I want to say like fuckboy behaviour in like a medical way. Will not tolerate any fuckboyisms. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential cheating will both demonstrate that you respect yourself enough to not tolerate lies. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential cheating will both demonstrate that you respect yourself enough to not tolerate any infidelious behaviour. I thought that might have been just a... Oh, here we go. Infidelious behaviour and can act as a deterrent if your partner is considering cheating but has not done it yet. Not brilliant, but if it's the best I can do, then it's the best I can do. Remember that with HARO, you're usually competing against other marketers, and if you're finding it hard, they're finding it hard too. So the subject line. Subject line here is just clinical psychologist gives 3 tips on gives 3 signs of cheating. So we're telling them that we're the right person and that we're giving them exactly what they want. So, hi Sarah, I'm writing in response to your HARO asking for a clinical psychologist to give examples of signs that a partner is cheating on you. Quick intro. My name is Ollie Bays Saidi and I'm a clinical psychologist with 9 years experience. I currently practice out of Ollie's Spouse Centre, and this would be linked to the website that I want to build the link to. Here are 3 signs that a partner cheats, that a partner is cheating on you, with examples. I'm just going to leave that out with examples. 1, they never leave their phone unattended. The most common way that people get caught cheating is by the cheated on partner seeing incriminating phone messages. So if your partner has recently been making more of an effort to ensure that the phone is never left unattended, then this could be a sign that they might be cheating. One example of this is if your partner changes their phone's settings so messages are hidden on their home screen. This could be because they do not want you to see who's messaging them. I really like how concrete this is. I feel that this is the bit that's going to get included in the article. 2, they try to avoid conflict. So even if the rest of it is kind of only average, this alone is kind of good enough. This plus a good subject line is enough alone to get the inclusion. They try to avoid conflict. Most cheating partners feel at least some guilt about their actions. This could lead to them being more agreeable and avoiding conflict in other areas of their relationship with you. So if there are small things that you regularly argue over, such as who will do the dishes, and these types of arguments stop happening ever, then this could be a sign of cheating. So it's like they used to happen loads and now they never happen, then that's a problem. 3, they start making fewer demands of you. A crucial part of healthy relationships is that we mutually set standards for each other. If your partner seems to drop these standards, it could be a sign that they're emotionally checking out of the relationship, a behaviour that often accompanies cheating. Let's say you always used to cook for each other on alternate days, and now they don't complain if you never cook for them at all. It could be a sign of a bigger problem that they don't feel that. It could be a sign of a bigger problem that they feel they don't need you. They feel they don't need you, and this feeling could be brought on by cheating. Some tips on how you can deal with a cheating spouse. 1, tell them exactly why you think they're cheating. If you suspect your partner is cheating but do not have any proof of it, then you need to justify any accusations of infidelity. Tell your partner exactly why you think they're cheating, give them recent examples if you can. This will both diffuse any anger they may have about your concerns and will force your partner to explain away any suspicious behaviour. 2, tell your partner the consequences of them cheating on you. You need to make it clear what your exact boundaries are when it comes to cheating. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential cheating will both demonstrate that you respect yourself enough to not tolerate any infidelous behaviour, and will both demonstrate that, and can act as a deterrent if your partner is considering cheating but they have not done it yet. Telling your partner the consequences of any potential cheating will both demonstrate that you respect yourself enough to not tolerate any infidelous behaviour, and can act as a deterrent if your partner is considering cheating but you have not done it yet. Thanks. I hope this helps. I hope I'm going to leave a couple of gaps. I hope this helps. What's her name again? Sarah. Please let me know if you need any more information. So this kind of bait her into responding to us. Then we've got her email address, which could be useful in the future. Thanks. Signature. Cool. So yeah, that's how I would answer that.